Hi everyone, welcome to Free Spanish Lessons, Lesson 10, Practicing with Spanish Verbs. Today we are going to practice with three different verbs that have the three different terminations that we have studied in the last two lessons. To finish, acabar, to drink, beber, to sleep, dormir. The two first verbs have the termination are, but they are regular verbs. And the last one has the termination ir, but it is an irregular verb. The idea is to make sentences with these three verbs in the three tenses that we have been studying. Simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. To do so, we are going to work with our Excel tool that is available for download. So, let's go to Excel. Let me put this in full screen mode. And you have here the menu. We are going to verbs, and we can see that we have here the verbs that we have studied so far. So the first verb that we are going to work with is to finish, acabar, and the first sentence is in present tense. I finish my class at 2 p.m. on Mondays. So let's come here. Since we are going to enter a verb in present tense, we can filter here present tense, and we need to choose a verb that has the same termination. Acabar, it ends in R, so we can copy escuchar. Copy, insert, paste, and we are going to change the root of this verb. So we are going to find in this line escuchar and replace with acabar. But we need to remove the termination R, so we will only change the root. If I replace all, you will see there were 14 replacements that correspond to all the subjects that we are working with, and here we need to change the English part to listen will be replaced by to finish, and we have acabar. If you check the conjugation, you see yo acabo, tú acabas, usted acaba, él acaba, ella acaba, and so on, because the verb escuchar was already inserted following the rules for this kind of verb, and when I copy and replace the root, we will have the right conjugation of the new verb. So I can go back to the menu, go to general sentences, and here I can copy and paste the sentence that we want to make. I finish my class at 2 p.m. on Mondays. Here it is. I finish my class at 2 p.m. on Mondays. And what I need to do is to choose the subject, first person, singular, male, and it's I that corresponds in Spanish to yo. And secondly, I need to choose the verb, which is to finish. Here it is, to finish. And you will find this error because the tense here that is selected is future tense, and we haven't inserted yet the conjugation in future for this verb. So what I need to do is to choose the present tense. Yo acabo. If you check the table directly, you come to verbs, you check this line and go to subject yo acabo. Let's go back to general sentence. Yo acabo, and then I need to put the object, my class at 2 p.m. on Mondays. I can copy my class at 2 p.m. on Mondays, go to the menu, and in objects, I can insert one line here, paste here what I want to write down in Spanish, my class at 2 p.m. on Mondays, mi clase a las 2 p.m. los lunes. Then I need to go back to general sentence and choose that object. And you see here the sentence in Spanish. Yo acabo mi clase a las 2 p.m. los lunes. I can insert here a formula that brings these texts and space and this text and space and this text, and I will have the sentence written in one line. Yo acabo mi clase a las 2 p.m. los lunes. Now, if I change the subject for first person but plural, you will notice the change in Spanish from yo to nosotros, which is first person plural nosotros, and the conjugation of the verb is acabamos. In this case, it would be our class, not my class. In that case, I can go back there to objects and modify, instead of my class, our class, and instead of mi clase, nuestra clase. I need to choose what I just changed, and here is: nosotros acabamos nuestra clase a las 2 p.m. los lunes. Okay, then let's go back to the Word document and check the second sentence. I drink 2 liters of water per day. Okay, let's go back to our Excel sheet, go to verbs, and we are going to work with the verb to drink, beber. It ends in er and it is a regular verb, so we do the same. We come here and choose any verb ending in er, copy the verb, insert the verb, and we are going to change here comer with beber, and we remove the termination er and er, so we will only change the root, replace everything for thin replacement made, and we need to change the English part to drink. Okay, we can go back to general sentences, and we are going to copy the second sentence. We're gonna put it here. I drink 2 liters of water per day. Now, let's work with another subject. She, for example. She drinks 2 liters of water per day. She is third person, singular, and female. In Spanish, ella. She, ella. Drinks. We are going to look for the verb to drink. Here it is, to drink, in present tense, and the object is 2 liters of water per day. We can copy this, 2 liters of water per day. Let's go to objects. Let's insert one line here and copy 2 litros de agua al día. Let's go back to general sentences. Choose that object, 2 liters of water per day, and the sentence is: ella bebe 2 litros de agua al día. She drinks 2 liters of water per day. Ella bebe 2 litros de agua al día. Okay, let's continue. I sleep 7 hours every day. The verb to sleep ends in ir, but since it is an irregular verb, I cannot copy, paste, and change only the root because this verb has its own conjugation. So we need to check on the tables of conjugation for this particular verb and learn the conjugation. So since I already know the conjugation, I will guide you. Let's go back to the Excel sheet, verbs, and I'm going to just insert one row. And I will start. Present tense, to sleep, dormir, it's an irregular verb, and I will start. Yo duermo, tú duermes, usted duerme. Él duerme, ella duerme, nosotros dormimos, nosotras dormimos, ustedes duermen, vosotros dormís, ustedes duermen, vosotras dormís, ellos duermen, ellas duermen, and that's it. Now, if you don't know the conjugation of this verb, you can go to Google or any kind of dictionary and look for the conjugation of the verb. Conjugación del verbo dormir. And here we have different pages. Let's go to this one. Yo duermo, tú duermes, él duerme, nosotros dormimos, vosotros dormís, and you can notice the stress here, so we need to put the stress here. Dormís, dormís. Okay. Ellos duermen. So here is the conjugation of the irregular verb to sleep in Spanish. Dormir. Since I already inserted the conjugation of this verb, now I can make the sentence. Let's go back to general sentence, and we are going to copy this sentence, paste it here. I sleep 7 hours every day, but this time I want to work with another subject. So let's go to second person, plural. You sleep 7 hours every day. Second person, plural. And let's say it's a group of women. So if you are talking to them, you say ustedes or vosotras. Then the verb to sleep here, ustedes duermen, vosotras dormís. And 7 hours every day would be the object. I can come here to objects, insert a line here. I'm gonna copy this part, 7 hours every day. I paste it here. Siete horas cada día. Let's go back to general sentence. Choose 7 hours every day. Ustedes duermen 7 horas cada día. Vosotras dormís 7 horas cada día. Okay, Now we are going to work with the simple past tense. Let's go back here. I finished my job early. So let's continue. We go to verbs. Now we are going to filter by simple past tense. And we are going to insert the verb finish. Finish, acabar, it ends in ar. I'm going to copy again escuchar, insert paste row, and I'm going to find and replace escuchar, acabar. Remember to remove the termination r, so you will only change the root. Here it is, and come here and change the English part to finish. And we have the conjugation for the verb to finish in simple past tense. Yo acabé, tú acabaste, usted acabó, él acabó, ella acabó, and so on. So I can go back to sentences. I am going to copy and paste the sentence. I finished my job early. Now let's work with they, which is third person plural. I'm going to change I with they. I'm going to choose here third person plural male. Ellos, ellos. To finish, acabar, but in simple past tense. Ellos acabaron. You have to put here their job. They finished their job, and put the object here. Let's insert one line. Let's copy the sentence. Their job early, su trabajo temprano. Let's go back to general sentences. They finished their job early. Ellos acabaron their job early, su trabajo temprano. They finished their job early. Ellos acabaron su trabajo temprano. Let's go back here. Slept. I slept only 3 hours last night. Now we are going to work with the irregular verb to sleep, dormir. It ends in ir, but since it is not a regular verb, you need to find the conjugation of this verb. You can see the table here. For simple past tense in Spanish, pretérito perfecto simple. Yo dormí, I slept. Tú dormiste, you slept. Él durmió, he slept, and so on. Let's insert one line here, and we are going to write down simple past tense. To sleep, dormir, irregular. Here we have a formula that is bringing these two lines together here, and this is necessary for the sheet general sentence to work properly. So don't forget to copy and paste and continue. Yo dormí, tú dormiste, usted durmió, él durmió, ella durmió, nosotros dormimos, nosotras dormimos, ustedes durmieron, vosotros dormisteis. I can copy and paste here because it's the same. Ustedes durmieron, vosotras dormisteis, ellos durmieron, ellas durmieron. Now I can go back to general sentences and copy the sentence that I want to make. I slept only 3 hours last night, but I want to work with the subject you, second person plural. Second person, you, plural, ustedes. Male, vosotros, but let's say that you are talking about a female group, then is ustedes, vosotras. To sleep, let's look for the verb to sleep. And the object would be only 3 hours last night. I can come here, go to objects, insert a line here, paste, only 3 hours last night, solo 3 horas anoche. Let's go back here, let's go to general sentences and choose only 3 hours last night. And you read this in Spanish. Ustedes durmieron solo 3 horas anoche, o vosotras dormisteis solo 3 horas anoche. You slept only 3 hours last night. The next sentence, I drank a couple of beers last Friday. And then what we need to do is to continue doing the same thing, go to verbs, and in this case, to drink, beber, we need to copy a verb that ends in er. I can copy comer, insert paste row, search, replace comer with beber, but only the root, so you remove er here, replace all, and here to eat, change and put to drink. To drink, beber, in past tense, yo bebí, tú bebiste, usted bebió, él bebió, ella bebió, nosotros bebimos, nosotras bebimos, and so on. If you go back to general sentence, we can bring here this sentence, paste it here, and I'm going to choose first person, singular, male, yo, to drink. To drink is here, yo bebí, and a couple of beers last Friday. Go back to objects, insert one line, paste a couple of beers last Friday, un par de cervezas el viernes pasado. Let's go back here, general sentences, choose a couple of beers last Friday. Yo bebí un par de cervezas el viernes pasado. I drank a couple of beers last Friday. Yo bebí un par de cervezas el viernes pasado. Now, we are going to work with the future tense. I will finish my project by the end of the week. Then I am going to go again to verbs, finish, acabar, finish, acabar, but in future. Let's filter future. copy and paste, replace escuchar, acabar. Remember, only the root. Only the root. Replace all, and we already have the conjugation of to listen in future tense. Yo acabaré, tú acabarás, usted acabará, él acabará, ella acabará, nosotros acabaremos, and so on. Now we can go back here, general sentences, copy the sentence. I will finish my project by the end of the week. And let's change the subject with we. We will finish, and my project is changed by our project. We will finish our project by the end of the week. Then we need to choose to finish and choose future tense. To finish future tense, let's check what is happening. Let's go here to menu, verb. Okay, the mistake here is that I didn't change the English part here. To listen, acabar, no. To finish, acabar. Go back to verbs, go back to general sentences, and yo acabaré, I will finish, but it is plural. Nosotros acabaremos, we will finish, and we're going to copy objects, insert one row here, and we are going to write down our project by the end of the week. Nuestro proyecto al finalizar la semana. Let's go back to general sentence. Let's choose our project by the end of the week. Nosotros acabaremos nuestro proyecto al final de la semana. So I would like you to finish the two last sentences by yourself. You can write down in Spanish the result. I will check them and tell you if it is correct or not. If you have any doubts, you can also send me your questions in the comments, and I hope to be able to respond. So this is the end of this lesson. I hope you liked it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and share. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.